What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Fantasy Football Game Show presented by Front Yard Fantasy. I'm your host, Simon, joined as always by my co-hosts, Josh and John Luke. But I'm skipping over you guys today because we have a very special guest joining us, co-owner of Reception Perception, broadcaster with DirecTV, and a four-time Emmy winner. James Koh is joining us today. What is up, James?
James.
What's up, guys? Glad to be part of the program. I don't know, when you said four, I just started thinking of my Ric Flair shirt and Four Horsemen. I just was like, oh man, it all works. It all ties together somehow. I like it.
Everything's connected.
Man, I love it.
Let's go.
And James, we were talking a little bit before the show, but everyone watching, I know plenty of people watching are already big fans, but they may not be aware of the new show you just started on your YouTube channel with Adam Rank, Tackling Dummies. You want to tell us a little bit more about what you guys are doing over there? I'm loving it so far.
Oh, thanks, man. I do appreciate that. Yeah, no, Adam Rank and I, we go back for many, many years now, and we've actually kicked this idea around actually for a long time, but we just never really got the green light for it, And so finally this off season, we're like, screw it. Let's just do it ourselves, man.
We don't need the green light. Give ourselves the green light.
Exactly. Like it's all good.
Green light.
Exactly. So, yeah, no, man, we just decided, hey, let's put our minds together. Let's just talk about regular football and just have fun with it, man. Like, if you watch me or Adam Rankin, it's like, I don't know. I don't think you come to either one of us for like hardcore analytical type. I mean, we just out here having fun, telling stupid jokes, and like, of course there's some fantasy football mixed in and stuff too. And don't get me wrong, we both take our craft very seriously, but at the end of the day, it's like, we're just out here having fun. We're talking about a fake game. I mean, come on, let's go. Exactly. So I don't know, man. Anyways, actually, to be honest with you, Tackling Dummies, there's no fantasy football talk at all. We just talk about regular old football.
Yeah.
And just kind of the things that are going on in the football world. And I don't know, man. We just bust each other's balls and we just have a good time with it. No, it's fun, man. So yeah, no, if you guys want to check it out, it's great. It's every Wednesday. 10 a.m. Pacific time. We stream it live, and of course, you go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/JamesDCoh. All the streams are, of course, archived there. It's a fun show, man. If you guys would give it a chance, I promise you won't be disappointed.
It really is good. I was watching last week, and I think your internet cut out, so it's just Adam Rank there, and you could tell he was like subconsciously like a little panicked, but then he was like, you know what, screw it, I'm just going with the show, and he's just like, I'm just gonna keep talking, and he just keeps going.
Absolutely,
keeps going on.
I love
it's cracking me up.
I love him for that, man. Yeah, my internet. I don't know what happened. My internet completely crapped out, but yeah, no. Other than that show. It has been a wonderful ride and a really, really good time. So yeah, no, man, like I said, if y'all would check it out, that's cool. And like, plus the other thing too, it's like my YouTube channel, I'm just releasing all this other stuff. Like if you like next gen stats, like I just got done saying I'm not this analytical dude. If you like next gen stats and analytics, like I'll give you some of that too, like I've got some rando, fantasy football related comedy things coming out too. And whatever, nice. Man, it's a YouTube channel. Like, screw it. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm just going to put whatever the hell I want to put on there,
Yeah. And you got Reception Perception out now, right? You and
Yeah,
Matt Harmon.
Yeah, Matt Harmon and I, obviously, we're pals, we're buddies, and this goes back to our NFL Fantasy Live podcast days. And so to be able to kind of like team up with him this offseason and get his brand off the ground has really been something special, man. It has been really cool to kind of team up with him. And again, kind of sort of like, I'm just there, honestly, to help boost his dreams. Like it's his product. It's his deal. It's his baby. I'm literally there just to kind of make sure everything runs smoothly from the business operation side and just kind of sort of like support him. Like I'm there in a support role. But, speaking of YouTube, he has a great YouTube channel too. I think he's like pushing almost 2,000 subscribers, which is great.
That's awesome.
But it's because we
one day.
But it's because, listen, we do a weekly show. It's the Reception Perception show. It is exclusive to our subscribers, but Matt does a good job. We've got a good team, just kind of sort of chopping all of that show up and then releasing the clips on YouTube. And we've got tons of takes and stuff and tons of information, everything you want to know about wide receivers on his YouTube page. And it's a really good channel. I'm not surprised at all that he has grown it from I think he had something like 35 subscribers to now he's almost at 2,000 or something, which is great. And really his YouTube channel's only been live for I don't know, maybe a month and a half.
Wow,
maybe
awesome.
maybe 2 months or something. And a lot of it is because of the great information we're giving you in a fun, digestible way on that show. And I think the RP show is really, really good. And I'm obviously ecstatic to be a part of it and kind of be, again, working alongside Matt and getting his dreams off the ground.
Yeah. Product, you got the content. It's awesome.
And you and Matt Harmon have set the standard for evaluating wide receivers. Whenever you talk about wide receivers, it can't even be brought up without saying reception perception anymore. So it's no shock to me that YouTube channel is blowing up the second it got out there. Guys, if you are not already subscribed to James Koh's YouTube channel, go and do that right now at James D. Koh. Like he said, Tackling Dummies is on there, along with a bunch of other great shows. He's been doing a bunch of best ball streams lately with some awesome guests as well. So his best ball season's kicking up. You guys can get some killer best ball advice over there on his YouTube channel as well. Anthony's in here, says, gentlemen, what's happening? What's up, Anthony? Glad to have you in here. And Scott's in here, and he said, start the show 2 hours early. What are you? Yellow?
Scott Fish. Yeah, buddy, let's go.
He escalated an hour later, calling us cowards. Did he started an hour early? Cowards.
Yeah, I was ready to go, guys.
I love it.
Trying to lead different games in the chat. He says, let's do FYF games tiers, trying to get them to rally around us. And then he said, start the show an hour early.
There it is.
Cowards.
There it
I
is.
love it, man.
Scott.
I love it. By the way, can I just say hello to Jordan Vanek, who is a very active on the RP Discord and is really active on our show, the RP show. So I appreciate Jordan Vanek rolling through right now.
Yeah, he's our guy.
We love Jordan. We love Jordan. He's the man. Jordan actually helps us write some of our trivia questions whenever we do fantasy horse. Jordan's in here, and he writes.
He comes up with really good ones. Yeah,
because that dude knows his stuff. We got some other people. We got some other people in here saying, "Hey, Craig, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't get your joke today, so someone's going to have to explain it to me. Who will be the shoulder of fortune at the end today? Anybody here can give me a breakdown of Craig's daily dad joke? I would appreciate it.
Shoulder.
This might be your first.
It's supposed to be like a soldier of fortune, but
okay, you got it.
I'm still confused though.
I like it.
He just had a baby last week. Show. Yeah, we'll give him a break.
Right.
Brad said, "Oh wow, big surprise! They're still making us wait. Fashionably late. That's how we like to do it.
That's how we do it.
That's how we do it." Jason, I'm going to start scheduling the broadcast for 3:05. You know what? Then we'll just start at 3:10.
Jay's fired.
It's not how it works.
Jay is fully fired. Hate
Also,
to tell
shout
you
out
this way,
to
buddy.
360 Fantasy. He's in here saying, I don't have my notification bell turned on for this channel, but I made sure to hit that thing. Go ahead and subscribe to our channel if you haven't. It'll make sure you never miss another one of these again. And if you hit that notification bell, even better. And shout out to 360 Fantasy. That is our friend Jay Wall. He says it's Jay Wall, by the way. This is the new brand he just launched. So go and give them a subscribe as well. I know there's awesome content coming from over there. In 360 Fantasy, and I'm obsessed with Fantasy Fortune. Very excited. Let's get it.
Yeah, I'm ready to play. Let's go.
Prithvi said the one time I can join early, y'all make me wait. It was all coordinated. We knew you were in here early, and we said,
and I gotta say, Craig came in with a better one. He came in with a better one. Look, let's see who has the
code to win today.
Oh, okay. I got it.
I like it. I
thought he was making it.
That's solid.
Scott wants to know what's the record for late start. Not this. I think whenever I was in Colorado and my internet was fully out, they had no game scheduled and had to last minute throw together a mock draft. Is probably the time it started the latest. That was a bad one.
Yeah, I was.
Lineup showed up. So Josh is checking the spelling since he messes up a lot. Yeah, that's why we started so late.
It's great. It should be great.
And then NBA has a question for you, James. NBA rigged. Good buddy of the show. He's been with us since the beginning. Wants to know what is your fave player with ADP outside of the top 60 that you think could end up surprising a lot of folks? So kind of specific, but do you have any players at the top of your mind that you love ADP value-wise?
There's a lot of guys that I love later, and it's like some of these guys graduated. Like Darrell Henderson was going in the 12th round, and I had just been like shouting to the heavens about like, oh my God, why is this guy going so late? It's absolutely ridiculous. I'd went on Fantasy Pros podcast and one of the NFL Fantasy Live podcast, and I was just like beating the drum for Darrell Henderson because I'm like, I don't understand. Anyways, he graduates, and now I'm beating the drum to say, hey, he's worth a top 20 pick. He'll never get there. But I think when I kind of evaluate, all those players, like he's got top 20 upside. As a matter of fact, he's got top 10 running back upside. Like that's how much I love Darrell Henderson in that offense. But that's not outside your top 60 right now, right? So, and then I loved Michael Pittman. I was just full on driving the Michael Pittman bandwagon and telling people to get on. But then now the Carson Wentz thing, the Quentin Nelson thing, and I'm just kind of like, you know what? I sometimes like I go on various programs all the time and I say, ADPs will never catch up. And I always make fun of people for stuck in like, why are we talking about like April ADPs? It's like, Darrell Henderson's a 12th rounder in April, so therefore he can't be a top 20 pick. You see what I'm saying? Like, it gets all muddled, right? So like ADPs never fully catch up. Yeah. And I always make fun of, I always speak ill of those folks who can't wrap their mind around change. Yeah. So many things change.
You gotta be able to pivot.
Yes, you got to be able to pivot, like water. Absolutely. And so even though I have loved and I still love Michael Pittman, I mean, he's got these random Madden create a quarterback players throwing him the ball. Like, I mean,
no, when I create a quarterback in Madden, he's pretty good usually. So,
I mean, but like that's the name that they come up with, like Jacob Eason or like Sam Ellinger. Yeah. Sam Ellinger sounds like the lead character in like the campaign mode for Madden. Like when you're playing campaign mode for Madden, and it's like they do all the cutscenes. Like, oh, here's poor old Sam Ellinger, getting recruited. You know what I mean? Like,
got his
I don't know.
So, him doing all the
exactly. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm not really, I don't know. Like, I'm not feeling, I think the offense, first of all, it's one of the slower offenses in the NFL. I think they're going to play even slower now. How much touchdown upside is there? Quentin Nelson's like a Hall of Famer, dude. Like, people don't realize this. Some people don't anyways. Quentin Nelson, obviously an all-pro, but like the dude's a freaking Hall of Fame guard. Right. And like all of a sudden that side of the line is looking real shaky, So this is a team that wants to run the ball. Like Jonathan Taylor, to me, I think is a little overvalued. Long-winded way of saying, despite that, I think they will mix in Nahim Heinz. So you're asking me about a player outside the top 60. He's well outside the top 60. He's well outside the top 100. I will invest in Nahim Heinz. I think he's got some standalone value. To me, he is... Like, I was so crazy on Austin Eckler, even with Melvin Gordon there, and I said, this guy's got Danny Woodhead vibes, like he could give you 850 total yards in like 40 catches, right? Like that's standalone value. And I think Nahim Heinz is in that boat, like an explosive athlete, not a between the tackles dude. That's okay. The Colts coaching staff has shown a proclivity to want to give him the ball, and I think they will find ways to manufacture touches for him. And I do think Nahim Heinz will vastly outperform ADP. I tell you what, outside the top 60, he's an absolute must grab for me at the running back position late.
I love that. Completely agree.
I love that you brought up Darrell Henderson and Michael Pittman because it's like late last night I couldn't sleep, and those were the two players. I'm like, who can I trade to? Package these two guys together and trade them both because I'm like, Pittman. I was so excited for you.
Pittman, I know it hurts my soul, but I don't think I can draft him at least not as a draftable asset early.
Yeah.
Completely agree. And the Nahim Heinz take, I'm all behind. I've been drafting a lot more 0 RB teams this year than I have in the past. It's just the way drafts are falling. And Nahim Heinz has been one of my favorite targets this year for some of that guaranteed volume that I see coming that way. Swagman's in here, says, hey, it's James and 3 weird guys. That is the perfect way. It's our new band name we are launching. Guys, but we've got a game we are playing today. James, we brought you here to play some fantasy fortune with us. See if you can come out on top, come out the victor. I'm going to pass it off to Josh to explain the rules and tell us the order.
Yeah. I think I got this, guys. So we are going to start with JL today. I hope that's okay, James. I hope you're okay going second. I feel like
100%. Let's go.
That's where you want to be. All right. And Simon, you're going last. All right. So deal with it. So just going to go over the rules real fast for you guys. I'm sure most of you guys know Wheel of Fortune, right? The popular television game show. But today we're playing Fantasy Fortune. It's very much like Wheel of Fortune, but with a twist. There will be no wheel, guys. Instead of spinning the wheel, the contestants will be asked a simple football-related question, all right? You'll be asked a football-related question. You'll be expected to answer it pretty quickly. We'll give you some time, but try to answer it quick. If you get the question right, you will get to guess a letter for the puzzle. You will be rewarded $500 for each consonant and $100 for it will cost $100 if you would like to buy a vowel. If you guess anything wrong, we'll move on to the next contestant. If it's your turn and you think you can solve the puzzle, you can guess at any time. Whoever collects the most money over the course of the game will be our champion of Fantasy Fortune today. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
In here.
God, I hope I'm not terrible. Jesus.
Don't worry, you're playing against me. James, this is how it's gone for me on this game so far. I'll have one puzzle that I'll solve way too early. Just no letters on the board. I'll pull it out, and then I will get nothing.
He looks really strong at the beginning.
And then the remainder of the game, I'll get absolutely nothing. I'll miss every question. I can't solve anything. That's been my track record so far.
All right, guys. So we're starting out pretty simple. Just an NFL player. That's all you guys got to get. The puzzle's an NFL player. JL, you are starting out. Are you ready?
All right. I am ready. Hit me with my question, Josh.
I think I got
All right. I'm hitting you. Oh, you think you got it?
What?
I got a name that fits.
Oh gosh. All right. Wow. Well, that's exciting.
Golly.
All right, JL, you ready?
Yep.
All right. So in a PPR league, all my fantasy related questions will be PPR, just so you guys know. In a PPR league, both these guys played in 12 games last year. Who had more fantasy points, Nick Chubb or Chris Carson?
Carson.
No, I'm sorry. It's Nick Chubb. Get out of here. It's Nick Chubb. We are going to James for the next question. Are you ready, James?
I'm absolutely ready. Let's do it.
All right. Well, in a PPR league, who had more fantasy points last year? All right. Who had more fantasy points? Both these guys played in 15 games. Was it
games? Okay.
Brandon Cooks or Curtis Samuel?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to say that I think they were very, very close, but I'm actually going to say Curtis Samuel.
I'm sorry. It was pretty close, but it was Brandon Cooks with 232 fantasy points last year. God, Simon,
that is close.
Do you just want to try to guess this? Look, this is the thing he does. Sometimes he just knows.
Oh, I hope you're wrong. I hope you're wrong.
We're going to jail. You're wrong.
Wow.
Is it Jonathan Taylor?
Simon.
No.
It is Jonathan
Taylor.
What? You maniac. You are a maniac, Simon.
That is amazing.
I called it before
Good
the show.
stuff.
Just watch. I'm going to get nothing else the rest of the time.
He literally said that.
My God. That is incredible.
Idiot savant.
Dude, that's amazing.
Emphasis on the idiot.
Wow.
All right. Well, the minimum points you can get is $1,000. So, Simon, you banked $1,000. But, I put together Jonathan Taylor here because, you were talking about him, James. The offensive line missing Quentin Nelson. There's injuries at quarterback right now. Are you drafting Jonathan Taylor in the first round of a normal PPR fantasy redraft league?
Well, he's got an ADP in the top 7 or 8 picks, right? And and for me, I'm going to say absolutely not. I think a lot of his strong games last year came against really bad run defenses, and they all came really late. Check his game log against, the Jacksonvilles and the Houstons of the world. He absolutely crushed those teams. Okay, fine. But I know that there's going to be some room for rookie growth going into year number 2, but Quentin Nelson being gone, up until November, possibly Carson Wentz being gone possibly until November. It's I don't know, man.
For both of them, I heard.
Yeah, it's tough. It is very, very tough. And I think especially losing Quentin Nelson for me is probably the biggest factor But again, even Wentz to a degree, it's like, I don't know, man. Like this offense, I just don't think they're going to be putting up a lot of points, and I think they're going to try to slow the pace down to kind of protect their defense a little bit. I'm probably out on Jonathan Taylor at cost right now. Again, if you felt like 5 or 6 picks to like, I don't know, 13, 14, I'm back in business. But like where he's at right now, 7 or 8, 6, 7, 8, I'm out.
Yeah, I think he deserves to be a second-round pick. Simon, let me ask you, do you agree or disagree with that? Are you drafting him in the first round?
He hit the nail on the head. I'm not drafting him in the first round right now. People give David Montgomery all the hate in the world for beating up on bad defenses, but for some reason that's not also applied to Jonathan Taylor. I understand the draft capital, the talent is different, but let's not act like we can apply that criticism to one player, not the other. I think he's going to have a great season, but with the flux in that offense and just the bit of unknown going in, I'll stay away at that cost. I'm not going to bank my first round pick on something with so many question marks. But like you said, if he drops to the middle of the second, I'm all in. I'll draft Jonathan Taylor there. No questions asked.
Absolutely.
Because the upside's still there.
With you guys. I'm right there with you guys. JL, you disagree? You agree?
No, I agree. I think round
We're
one.
all on the same page.
Round one, I'm not worried as much about upside. It's nice, but I want that player to return that round one value, and I can get upside later rounds.
All right. Well, are you guys ready for your next puzzle? I mean, I know that one wasn't all.
Come on, James. We got this. We can't let Simon win.
They're giving me hate. Don't worry.
That was so impressive, man. Holy hell.
They know how it goes, though. JL said Simon always starts strong. And Jason, that's the only thing Simon will get right. That's how it's gone previously.
Damn. That is impressive.
All right. Well, we're moving on to our next puzzle. Here it comes. Here it comes, people.
Jonathan Taylor.
All right. These are NFL teammates. These are two guys. They play on the same team. Easy as that. Simon, you got the last puzzle right. We're going to start with you. Are you ready for your question?
I can't solve this one right away. I need a question. Give me a question.
Fair enough. Simon, the question for you is, did Deontay Johnson, did he have over or under 90 receptions last season?
Over.
I'm sorry, he had 88, and it was a really close one. I wanted to make a tough one. I felt bad.
I
Josh Matthew. I thought I didn't want you. You got that first one too easy, so I wanted to move on to JL. We'll get some other people involved here.
You're doing great, Josh. You're beautiful.
I know I'm beautiful. I know I'm beautiful. So you're looking for an easy question, I could see. So maybe I can hook you up. Maybe I could hook you up. Who had JL? We're coming to you. Who had more receiving yards last season? More receiving yards, all right? Mm-hmm. Was it CeeDee Lamb or Corey Davis?
More receiving yards. I'm going Corey Davis.
It is Corey Davis. Corey Davis had 984 receiving yards, that close to 1,000. Great job, JL. What letter would you like? Our first letter we're getting on the board.
All right.
I don't want to guarantee that, but first guess of a letter.
What's the opposite of shine? Because this is
prior to JL guessing a letter, I want to remind everyone here to make sure Josh is the only one in the comments during rounds. Because we got some smart viewers who will definitely get some puzzles before us.
They're going to
always get
it's going to happen. Us. Yeah, without a doubt, it's going to happen. So
unless you're Simon on the first puzzle.
During the last FanDuel show where we played this on, and it was like people in the comments were just like, "Oh my God, these guys are so dumb. Why don't they see it?"
FanDuel started coming in and giving out promo dollars to all the people beating us in the comments. Like if they were
they're gonna go bankrupt if they keep doing that. All right.
What's your letter, John Luke?
I'm gonna go with I'll go with S.
You're gonna go with an S. You have one S and that
God.
All right. God. You can buy a vowel. I'm assuming you're not gonna solve the puzzle off this, but you can buy a vowel or we can get another question going.
Give me another question.
All right. Who had more receiving touchdowns last season? Was it Adam Thielen or Tyler Lockett?
It was Thielen.
Thielen is the correct answer. He had 14 touchdowns to Tyler Lockett's 10 touchdowns. Great job, JL. What letter would you like?
All right. Here's I'm gonna redeem myself here. I'm not taking a Y. I don't know why you're hovering over the Y there. I'm gonna go with.
You want a Y? We can go with a Y. Z's a good one.
T. Give me a T.
A T is a good letter.
Tyler.
You get T's, which brings your total this round to 2,000. You got it. Wow, man. Jeez.
Wow.
What are you doing, Simon? Anyway, JL.
I'll take a vowel. I'll take a vowel.
What vowel would you like? A? Sorry, JL. We are moving on to James. James, I will tell you.
I feel so much pressure right now because I have to block Simon. There's so much pressure.
Let me tell you this, James. I'll tell you this real fast that I've heard Simon said he's gotten it before and it was not accurate.
And then completely whiffed.
It's possible. It's possible that he does not actually know the answer.
Oh my gosh. I have no
shame, so I don't worry about calling my shot and then missing. It's okay.
All right, fair enough. Let's see what happens. This is interesting. All right.
You ready for a question?
Yeah.
Perfect. Who had more rushing yards last season? Was it Aaron Jones or Melvin Gordon?
Oh God, Aaron Jones.
You are absolutely correct. Aaron Jones had 1,104 rushing yards, while Melvin Gordon had 986. James, what letter would you like?
Oh my gosh. Give me M.
M?
There's
one M.
Yeah.
There is one M. Oh, Simon feels even more confident about what he thinks he knows. So you can buy a vowel, or you can get another question, or you can solve the puzzle.
I cannot solve the puzzle. I'm going to keep going. Give me another question.
I'll be honest with you, James. I there's no way. I know the puzzle, but there is no way in hell I would be able to solve this. I still don't.
I know it, but I'm not confident that I know it.
All right, James. Who had more rushing touchdowns last season? Was it Josh Jacobs or J.K. Dobbins?
Wow. Give me Josh Jacobs.
It is Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs had 12 rushing touchdowns last season. Great job. What letter would you like, James?
Oh God.
Oh my God. Give me R.
An R.
Oh, I think that might do it.
Okay.
Oh, no. I don't know. I think it's tough personally. I still think it's tough. I think it's a tough one. Simon down there I'm
still confused on this one.
I hate when that happens because your brain freezes
when you're on the clock. Every letter sitting there.
Yeah, you cannot get it. When you're on the clock, just sitting there like.
It was like Dolphins draft free agent Will Fuller with just like a U missing or something. I can't get it.
Dolphins sign wide receiver Will Fuller.
Yeah.
NFL teammates.
These are two guys on the same team.
Oh my God.
You can buy a vowel, James. Keep that in mind.
Why do I not see this?
Maybe buying a vowel might help.
Yeah, maybe. Let me buy an O.
You're gonna buy an O? There are two O's.
Ooh.
Two O's.
Oh, this hurts.
Okay. All right. I got the second one here. Okay.
You're starting to figure out something there.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay. I want to
buy another vowel?
No. It's not that. I want to see if I could get greedy with it. I'm going to ask me another question.
All right. You can buy a vowel. All right. We're going to ask you another question.
He knows it.
Josh is like, are you sure?
He's just building that lead.
I'm gonna try. Yeah.
Who had more receiving yards last season? Was it Marvin Jones or Terry McLaurin?
It's got to be Terry McLaurin.
It is Terry McLaurin. Good job. A lot of yards. 978 to Terry McLaurin's 1,180.
Yeah, he had 1,100. Yeah, exactly.
So about 150-yard difference.
Give me a Y.
That is going to get you $500, but I do not know if it's going to help you solve this top person up here.
I know it's not.
You can buy a vowel, or we could move on to the next question.
Let me let's keep going. I'm going to try to build up some cash here.
All right. You're really building up that money in a PPR league. Who had more fantasy points last season? All right, fantasy points. Was it T. Higgins, or Jerry Jeudy?
Oh God.
Yeah.
T. Higgins or Jerry Jeudy? Give me T. Higgins.
T. Higgins is correct. He had 194
gosh.
fantasy points to Jerry
I thought that was
Jeudy's
too obvious. I thought it was a
157.
trick.
James,
I was a little worried there. Yeah, give me an N.
He's going with an N. He definitely knows the second person's name.
Oh God, I thought I'd get some. I thought I'd get some hint up top. Oh my God, these guys are teammates.
Isn't the worst in your brain freezes?
Okay. Well, hold on. Let me just go solve this. This is
okay. Say it like it is up there, please.
George Kittle and Trey Sermon.
You got it.
Yes,
you got it.
It is.
Oh my God. Jeez.
I was over here if he buys that E, it's really gonna help.
Whoa, John.
God, what am I doing? What am I doing? Yeah,
James,
I'm sweating over here, guys. I'm sweating. You know,
no, that's why you're in the lead.
Well, I had to I was trying to stiff arm. You know, I was okay. Yeah, let me just try and okay. Anyways, whatever. I feel good about it. That was a good one because I built up a little cash too, so that's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. The balls on this man to keep
the balls on this man.
This is why I'll never win this game because I can only get the puzzles. I am garbage at answering these questions from Josh. I get so in my head, so I'll never build up a cash pool like that. $2,800 on that question, James. And I'm not sure we're ever getting control of the board back.
And James, great job answering the questions. Like Simon just said. Hey, guys, Trey Sermon, do you think JL, let me come to you real fast. Trey Sermon, do you think he ends up being the starter at some point this season?
I think he could. I feel like I'm a little bit hesitant on just how the 49ers will use him. I know everyone says that whoever Shanahan's running back is going to be, that they're going to be excellent. And if they focus on just using Sermon, that's great. I think his upside is there. I'm concerned that we haven't seen enough from Sermon. I think most people saw the CFB playoffs and just assume that he's that amazing and consistent throughout his college career, which isn't the case. And and I'm not positive that the 49ers offense is going to use just a single running back. I know I can't tell whether the last two seasons have been they've just been using different running backs because they've had to because of injuries, or if they're gonna stick to that.
So James, how do you feel about Trey Sermon? You like him going into the season?
Yeah, I love him actually because look, the bottom line is San Francisco's got the best run game in the NFL. Period. They've got the best run system. They consistently produce big name fantasy assets over and over and over again. And this goes back to Shanahan's dad. That outside zone run scheme is the real deal, right? So for me, I think it's. What are you really investing in Trey Sermon? Right now he's going the 6th, 7th round. And at that price, honestly, there's really not any other running backs in that price range that you're going to feel that confident on, right? Damian Harris is somewhere in the mix there. And it's okay.
Chase Edmonds, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, they're Ronald Jones is in that mix too. It's I don't feel great about any of those guys, but give me the guy that potentially we can, now, again, I agree. There's going to be some inconsistencies, right? He and Raheem Mostert, if Mostert can stay healthy, will be the 1A and 1B, right? And Mostert right now has it seems like a pretty firm grasp on the starting job there in San Francisco. But we know what Shanahan does. They're going to mix and match running backs. And when I look at that roster, there's really not that many other guys. You know what I mean?
Not a big
Wayne Gallman is not your guy. What I don't understand is this is not. It's such a bad system fit. I just am shocked. Why would you get the plotter that likes to go up the middle on an outside zone run team? What? It makes absolutely no sense. It didn't make any sense to me.
No, he's a talented running back, and I was excited for him to get a shot on another team. And then when he signed with the 49ers, I was like, damn it. There's just going to be more Wayne Gallman mediocrity.
It's a bad system fit in my opinion, so I'm not sure. But I mean, again, what the hell do I know versus Shanahan, who like lives, breathes, and dies running backs, right? So I don't know. Like JaMychal Hasty, I thought was okay, but not great. Jeffrey Wilson obviously coming off of a major injury. So no, I think it's going to be those two guys, and I think both of those guys probably should have a little bit more similar ADP. It's kind of why Raheem Mostert, even though I love Raheem Mostert, I was caping up hard for Raheem Mostert last year. Him going 2 rounds ahead of Trey Sermon feels just wrong to me. Like they should be going back-to-back picks. Like it's going to be a 50-50 split in the Bay. Yeah. So, if you're telling me that Trey Sermon in that 50-50 split is going 2 rounds after the starter, that's good value, you know? Yeah. So I'll take Trey, in the 6th, 7th round all day long.
I need to redeem myself here.
Go. I think we can help you out with that with a new puzzle. You guys ready for it?
Mm-hmm. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
There. Let's go, boys. All right, it is loading up, and we have things fantasy players say. Things fantasy players say. All right, this is a new category for us, so I hope you're ready. James, you won the last round, so we're coming to you first. Are you ready for your question?
Let's do it.
All right. Who had more fantasy points in a PPR league last season?
More fantasy points.
Was it?
Okay.
More fantasy points. Was it Chase Claypool or Cole Beasley? Chase Claypool.
This one's tough because you're weighing receptions versus touchdowns.
Yes.
I'm going to tentatively say Beasley because he had like 1 million catches.
I am sorry. It was Chase Claypool, even in a PPR league. But I feel kind of bad because it was close. They were within 20 points of each other last season. So that's a really close one. I feel a little bad. But hey, you banked up a lot of money last round. You know, you got a lot of money last round. So I had to give you a tougher one, right?
All right. I like it.
So, Simon, we're coming to you. This is going to be your first question, I believe, unless you think you could solve things fantasy players say.
Remember, I got a question wrong on the last puzzle.
Right. We started out with you. I forgot about that. Are you ready?
Yeah.
In a PPR league, who had more fantasy points? Was it Cooper Kupp or Marquise Brown?
Cooper Kupp.
Who had more fantasy points in a PPR league? And it was Cooper Kupp. Good job. And Cooper Kupp, let's see, he had 208 while Marquise Brown had 183. Great answer, Simon. What question would you like? What letter would you like?
Or I'd like to get
I'm not giving you another question. Here we go. Two T's, Simon, which will put $500 into your accumulated money this round. Would you like to buy a Val?
80% of it.
Or I hope you can't solve.
I can't solve. Give me a letter. Give me a question.
All right. Who had more fantasy points last season? And we're staying in the wide receivers right now. Was it Devontae Parker or Will Fuller? Devontae Parker or Will Fuller?
Man, that's a tough one. I feel like you got me with a similar question last time we played.
Yeah,
I'll go Will Fuller. Will Fuller.
It is. The answer is Will Fuller. Even in less games played, Will Fuller was able to score more fantasy points. What letter would you like?
Give me an H.
He's going with an H. There are two H's, Simon.
You keep getting letters on the part of the puzzle that I think I know.
Well, that's the part I think I know as well. So I'm just guessing letters that are down there, hoping that they show up top.
Would you like to buy a Val? Or would you like another question?
Yeah, give me an E. I'll buy an E.
You're going to buy an E. And there are a couple E's.
Oh, only two? Well, that was
there's a couple.
That was wrong.
Yeah. That's what I like to hear.
Give me another question.
All right. Who had more rushing yards last season? Was it Devin Singletary or Austin Eckler?
Man, you're hitting me with double duty.
I know. I'm hitting you hard. I am hitting you hard.
Let's go.
I'm hitting you hard right now.
Let's go. Austin Eckler.
I'm sorry. I feel bad for that one because Austin Eckler only played in 10 fantasy games and only had 530 rushing yards. So Austin Eckler is incorrect. JL, we're coming to you. You ready?
I need a question.
All right. Did Miles Sanders have over or under 950 rushing yards last season?
Under.
Over or under 950? He had under. It was 867. Good job, JL. What letter would you like?
I would like an S.
An S. There are 2 S's. 2 S's, which will give you $1,000 into your bank. You can buy a vowel, or you can ask for another question. You can solve 2. I don't know.
I will take another. I'll take a vowel.
All right. What letter would you like?
Take an A.
He's gonna take an A.
God.
You picked an A last time, and it you, and we went to James.
I'll take another question.
All right. Who had more rushing touchdowns last season? Was it Jonathan Taylor or Kenyon Drake? Jonathan Taylor or Kenyon Drake?
Drake.
I'm sorry. It was Jonathan Taylor, and I feel bad about that one too. It was 10-11.
Stop feeling bad. Own your question.
Gosh. Too mad.
It's okay.
Normal
James,
people
we're coming to you. James, we're coming to you. Are you ready for your? Or can you solve?
I feel like I can solve.
Oh,
you can.
So you can.
Wow.
I feel like I can, but I want to bank some cash. So give me the question.
Right. You will bank a minimum
get
of
$1,000
if you solve.
Yeah. But I mean, let's just keep building that up.
Yeah, but I want more.
Just give me that cash. Just give it to me.
I like it. All right. Who had more rushing touchdowns last season? Was it Gus Edwards or DeAndre Swift?
DeAndre Swift.
It was with 8 touchdowns. He had more rushing touchdowns. Great answer. Yeah. What letter would you like?
W.
A W. Ooh, I like it.
Yeah.
That's going to give you $500.
Yeah,
you want another question, I'm assuming, since your goal here was to bank some money, or?
Oh, man. Do I get greedy or do I just solve? You know what? Let me just go ahead and solve this thing.
All right. If you can, go for it.
Okay. I was sniped in the 3rd round.
Wow, good job.
Wow.
Nice.
That was awesome, actually. That was one of the better songs.
Figure out the S word, James. That was so good. I was sitting there like, I was blanked in the 3rd round. Like, what the hell was like, I couldn't figure it out.
I thought it would be more generic. That was good. That was really good.
Yeah, no, I was actually confused by the last 2 words because I'm like, it's like, man, what could that be? But then, I don't know.
In the beginning, I was certain that it was the minus the first 2 words. It was player on the trade block, but I was like, what?
See,
what on the what were you gonna do with the player on the trade block?
So my thing was this, right? Like, I think if I had guessed if I had gotten one more question right and guessed one more letter, I think it would have cracked the whole thing, right? So like that's kind of why I was like, let's just solve it now.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, it's safe.
Yeah,
you never know what kind of Josh math you're gonna get.
I could hit you with a tough one.
I was sniped by the thick Simon. He was so close. And then he said, it's better than I was probed by the thick Simon.
It's redundant. You can just say Simon.
Then he said, I was sniped by the 3 hosts. Man, you were so close the whole time. And J-Wall just still impressed by the balls on this man. And
just imagine he's running around his house like, oh, the balls on this man.
His wife's like, what are you talking about?
Watching my show.
Oh, man. Brad says game's over now. Feels like it was out of reach before. Now it's over. I wouldn't say that. One good puzzle where
one good puzzle.
More than one question, right? It can change in an instant.
Please don't let me end with 0.
I will say we've been getting our butt kicks by our guests in this game. They've just been absolutely demolishing us, like repeatedly. What's our next puzzle, Joshua?
All right, we're getting in there. Here we go, and it's a fantasy trade. I found a fantasy trade. It's a dynasty trade.
Okay, fantasy.
So it's 2 players that were traded recently, and that's really all you got. So James, we're coming to you. First question.
Traded recently. Okay.
And I doubt you're going to come up with it on the spot here, so I'm assuming you want a question.
Yes, give it to me.
All right. Who had more passing yards last season? Was it Justin Herbert or Russell Wilson?
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Less games for Herbert. Although Seattle really slowed it down the back half of the season. Give me Justin Herbert.
It is Justin Herbert with 4,336 passing yards. Great guess, or great answer, not just a guess. Yeah, you had some there's logic there.
A little bit of guessing.
What letter would you like, James?
Give me an S.
He's taking an S. There are 2 S's, both the names and with S.
Well, that eliminates what I thought the first name was.
All right, that will bank you $1,000. You can buy a vowel, or we can move on to the next question.
Yeah, let's move on.
All right, who had more passing touchdowns last season? Passing touchdowns. Was it Josh Allen or Justin Herbert?
Oh, Josh Allen.
It was Josh Allen with 37 passing touchdowns. You did quite a good job there last season.
Yeah, that one's a gimme.
Yeah. So sometimes I like to give you easy ones, James. What would you like?
Give me an M.
M. 1 M.
Thank God.
One
Okay.
M.
All right.
1 M.
Spot for an M.
That is
It is a weird spot.
We're
That's a weird spot.
all on the same page here.
What are you doing there, Em?
You scoot over.
You lost it, buddy?
Would you like to buy a vowel, James, or would you like another question?
No. Give me another question.
All right. Who had more passing yards last season? Was it Matthew Stafford or Ben Roethlisberger?
I'm gonna say Big Ben because he led the league in pass attempts. I mean, Jesus, I hope he had the most yards, or at least more yards than Stafford.
So, unfortunately, you're incorrect. He only had 3,803 passing yards last season, Big Ben, while Matthew Stafford had 4,084. Sorry, but
think about that for a second, dude. The fact that
crazy.
Ben Roethlisberger threw the ball like 650 times or whatever it was to accumulate less than 4,000 yards.
It's nuts.
It was horrifically bad
passes, especially to Juju Smith-Schuster, who really lived in that short. It was an extension of the passing game almost, right?
You know what? I'm remembering all of the worst 11-0 team ever memes that people were throwing out there, and Steelers fans were getting so pissed. Right. But you can hardly even argue it anymore. Like if you just look at the data
really, they fell apart late.
It was wild.
You felt it coming for however long before. I felt like that happened to Green Bay recently too, where they were on a run and it was just like it didn't look good. Like the team didn't look good. They just kind of had a lot of lucky breaks.
Absolutely,
I'm with you guys.
Well,
Simon.
I need a question, Josh.
Yes, you do. All right. Who had more fantasy points last season in a PPR league? Was it Mike Evans or Terry McLaurin?
Mike Evans.
It is Mike Evans. Good job. I thought you were going to overthink that one a little bit. Mike Evans.
Nope. I love me some Mike Evans.
284. So, hey, Simon, what letter would you like?
I'll take a T.
He's taking a T. I'm sorry, Simon. There's no T. JL, we're coming to you. Can you figure this out? Probably not. I'm not sure.
No. I might. I have ideas, but no. I'll take a question.
James Winston.
Plus, I want to bank some cash, please.
There you go. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do, baby.
Maybe we can help you out.
Your last chance, JL.
All right. Who had more fantasy points in a PPR league last year? More fantasy points in a PPR league. Was it Tyler Boyd or Robbie Anderson? Tyler Boyd or Robbie Anderson?
Robbie Anderson.
Robbie Anderson's the correct answer with 224 points last year, a little bit over.
You said Robbie Anderson, but for some reason in my head I heard Robert Woods, and I almost answered. It that way, and I have no idea why. My brain just
Robert Woods. I would have been like, yikes.
All right, I'll take an H.
He's taking an H. There's one H.
I'll take another question.
You're going to take another question? Hold on. Let me put the values up here. Perfect. All right. Who had more fantasy points last season? More fantasy points last season in a PPR league. Was it And you're getting a cross-positional one here. Was it Darren Waller or A.J. Brown?
Easy. Robert Woods. No, I'm just going to. Darren Waller or A.J. Brown. And what was the receiving yards? I was too focused on that, on delivering that joke.
Fantasy points.
Fantasy points.
Fantasy points.
Darren Waller.
You're absolutely correct. Darren Waller had a lot of fantasy. He was that top 10 flex option at last year in fantasy with 278.6 fantasy points in a PPR league. I know, right? Great job, JL. What letter would you like?
N.
An N. There are 3 N's. There are 3 N's, and that's gonna make you up some money. You starting to figure out this puzzle at all? You want to buy a vowel, maybe?
Oh, I thought I knew it. I'll buy a vowel.
All right.
I'll take an I.
Take an I. There are 2 I's. 2 I's.
I'll take another vowel.
Yes.
Take an E.
He's gonna take an E. There are 2 E's. Oh, the puzzle's starting to come together, people.
Okay.
The puzzle's starting to come together a little bit.
I'll solve.
I got it.
You're solved?
Oh.
Go for it.
Damian Harris hyphen Daniel Jones.
No, it is not.
No!
I am sorry, JL. James, we're coming to you. Would you like a question? Or do you think you know it?
I feel like I want a question just so I could, get my bank up. I think
got $1,500 right now.
I don't think you need it.
$1,500.
I think you win either way.
All right. Let me go ahead and try to solve. Yeah, no, I'll solve.
Okay, go ahead.
Damian Harris, Ronald Jones.
Oh.
That is the correct
Are you
answer.
sure? You want to check again? Are you sure, Josh?
That was so perfect.
I thought it was a good one. No, but it's a fantasy trade. And it's like, and I'm thinking you wouldn't trade a running back for a quarterback.
Superflex, maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. You could see Damian Harris for Daniel Jones in a superflex. I could see that.
Oh, now I know how the Falcons feel.
Wow.
So I wanted to get your quick opinion on this trade. How do you? What side are you taking on this trade, James?
I'm taking Damian Harris.
Right.
He's the more talented runner. Obviously, this is a team that it depends on the quarterback, and that's what gets a little tricky, right? With Cam Newton there, this is a team that threw the ball the second fewest in the entire NFL last year. They're going to run the ball quite a bit. I think Damian Harris is a very talented runner. But if it's Mac Jones, I just wonder. But I'll say this: even if it is Mac Jones, I'm not worried about it. I think the offense will probably be in better shape if it's Mac Jones, and if you're taking the lead back in a better offense, that's probably going to end up being better for you. The only thing about it is that, like, I don't think either one of these guys is going to get a lot of receiving work, and so like that really caps what these guys can get done, especially in a PPR league. And then you're really banking on them to score a lot of touchdowns. Damian Harris probably not going to be in position to score a ton of touchdowns. Maybe, we'll see. Ronald Jones, better offense, but I'm just worried about, playoff Lenny kind of sort of becoming regular season Lenny and,
regular
and eating
Lenny.
into that share. Yeah, regular Lenny and just kind of sort of, eating into that share a little bit. So give me Damian Harris, who I think is a very talented player. And I think Bill Belichick will figure it out.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? You think we can squeeze in one more?
It's up to James. He's a guest.
Yeah, James, up to you. One more round, or are we done?
Oh, sure. Let's do one more round. What the hell?
Let's do one more quick round. All right. Here we go, boys. Honestly, I know this is a slightly bigger puzzle, but I feel like the bigger puzzles sometimes can be easier to solve. It's an off-season news. We got some off-season news here. James, you got that right. You ready for your question?
Yes.
All right. Who had more fantasy points in a PPR league last year? Was it Juju Smith-Schuster or Kareem Hunt?
This one's...
Yeah, I know. Cross-positional. They're always tough.
Yeah, exactly. It's because it's cross-position. It's got me all kind of twisted up here. Let me go with Juju in a PPR.
Juju's the correct answer. Correct answer. He had 234 at 0.1. What would you like, James?
Give me a T.
We're going with a T. There's one T.
There's one T. Wow. Okay.
So would you like to get another question in here?
Yes, please.
All right. Who had more receiving yards last season? Was it Tyreek Hill or Justin Jefferson?
Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson is the correct answer. He was third in the NFL with 1,400 receiving yards. What letter would you like?
Insano production for the rookie. Give me an H.
He's going with an H. There's one H.
Oh my God, really?
Hey, it's starting to be built up. It's starting to build up, right?
I thought for sure the first word was the. And I was
Me too, which is why I said T.
I threw everything off when that letter didn't light up when you said
then I thought that fourth word was them. So then I said I went with H. It's not.
That's how it works out sometimes.
Slowly work our way around the puzzle.
I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on now. All right, keep going. Let's do it.
All right. Wide receiver question. Who had more receiving touchdowns last season? Was it Deontay Johnson or Calvin Ridley?
Oh, give me Ridley.
It is Ridley with 9 receiving touchdowns. You're absolutely correct. What letter would you like?
Give me an M.
An M. There we go. 1 M.
Okay.
All right.
One letter club.
You can buy a vowel. Maybe it opens up the board a little bit.
Man, no. Let's keep going.
Okay.
All right, another question. Who had more receiving yards last season? Receiving yards. Was it Keenan Allen or Robert Woods?
Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen's the correct answer. You are killing it, James. What letter would you like?
Give me a C.
You're going with a C. A C. There are 2 C's. 2 C's, okay. James.
I know it.
You do. Okay.
I know it. Pass it to me, James.
Oh man. Okay, wait, hold on. It's like I know 4 of the words. What is that third word? I don't know it. All right, we got to keep going. Keep going.
I don't even know what the second word is. You guys are way ahead.
Who had more receiving yards last season? Was it Alvin Kamara or Michael Gallup?
Oh my God! Wow.
I know. Yeah, I'm hitting you with this one.
Give me Kamara.
I'm sorry. It was not Kamara.
No.
Kamara at 756.
Pass it to me, James.
Gallup's 843. Simon, we're coming to you. Would you like a question?
Yeah, I need a question because I got to make some money here if I got a chance.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Who had more receiving touchdowns last season? Was it A.J. Brown or Chase Claypool?
Chase Claypool.
I'm sorry. Chase Claypool had 9, which is a lot, but A.J. Brown killed me. 11. 9 to 11.
That was stupid. I choked in the final minutes. What a choke job right there.
So what do you want to do here? JL? You want a question?
You got to build the bank up, dude. It's the last one. You got to run the table, baby.
But I am not a smart man, James.
Or you can just solve it. And
he just wants to show his smartness.
You got to run the table,
Simon. You know.
All right,
don't even buy vowels. Just run the table.
All right, I'll take one question. Oh my God.
All right,
I'm gonna mess this up.
Who had more fantasy points in a PPR league last season? More fantasy points, Josh Jacobs or T. Higgins?
I hate you, Josh.
These are tough questions, bro.
The cross positional really messes with you. I know it does, but
Josh Jacobs.
You are absolutely correct. Josh Jacobs.
There you go.
Plenty more fantasy points. No, I didn't want to do him to this time. JL, what letter?
All right, I'll take a D.
You take a D. No.
I hate my life.
He doesn't know it.
No!
What?
James, we're coming back to you. He thought that word was something different.
I thought you had it.
I am a dumb man.
I thought you had it.
I am a dumb, stupid, dumb man.
Oh my
pretty
gosh!
good
I thought you had it.
You're dumb, but you're good looking, right?
No, I have nothing going for me.
James, you ready for a question?
Yeah.
Well, you can buy a vowel. You can buy a vowel.
No, I don't need to buy a vowel. I know most of the
right.
words here. Okay, let's keep going.
All right. Who had more receptions last season? Was it J.D. McKissick
J.D. McKissick.
J.D. or
Russell
Gage. Yeah, I did it to you. I keep doing it to you guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What a question. Give me Russell Gage. I mean, McKissick had a ton.
It was
but...
J.D. McKissick
really?
with 80 catches. J.D. McKissick had 80 catches. Simon, you.
Oh my God, that's
okay.
He had 80 catches as running back.
Simon, get it wrong. Dude. I think 80. I got it now. I think I got it.
Oh my God.
Simon,
redemption arc, baby.
Yeah, I need a question. I don't know. I don't even know one word. I'm going to be honest with you.
Come on, bro.
Come on.
Who had more receptions last season, Simon? Was it Logan Thomas or Alvin Kamara?
Logan Thomas.
No, it's Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara had 83.
Sheer despair catches. In your voice.
JL,
I knew it was wrong before I said it. I'm
sorry. I know the cross positional gets you guys, and I kind of want to get away from it, but
it hurts.
I love.
But I like it though.
Trouble.
I like it.
I love it.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna take another question, because I want to beat Simon.
Who had more receiving yards last season? Was it CeeDee Lamb?
Come on.
Or Nelson Aguilar?
Aguilar.
I'm sorry. It was CeeDee. I knew the way I said it was going to get you. Aguilar had a lot of yards. He had very close to 900 yards with 896, and CeeDee Lamb was just under 1,000. James, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Who had more reception yards last season? Was it Jarvis Landry, Landry, or Mike Williams?
Receiving yards, Jarvis Landry or Michael Williams. Give me Jarvis.
Jarvis is the correct answer. What letter would you like?
No. Okay. Give me an S.
No.
I gotta figure out this third word. I don't know what this third word is.
Oh my Lord.
Oh boy. Should I solve now, or should I just completely pile on?
Just
do you know it?
Jail's like
I mean, if you solve right now, I think you might set the all-time record for points scored in this game.
All right. I'll go ahead and solve. I'll solve.
Go ahead. Say exactly what it says up there.
Cam Akers suffers torn Achilles.
Oh, that is correct.
I could not figure out that third word. I was like, what is that third word?
That's what messed me up when I guessed the D. I was like, I thought it was injured. And I was like, why Cam Akers injured torn Achilles? That doesn't make any sense. That's such a weird way to say it.
Killed it. You killed it, James.
I was like, Newton does not fit in that second word, so it can't be Cam. That was my thought process. I was like, what word goes there if it's not Newton? I had no idea. JL, you ended with $0. I ended with 1,000. And James, you absolutely demolished us.
Simon called it at the beginning of the game. He's going to get one early on and just like know it right away and not get any more points after that. And that's what happened.
If anything, I'm consistent. That is funny. I called my shot and I delivered on the early start.
That was a lot of fun, guys. That was a lot of fun.
Jay said jail needs some money. Bravo, James.
I need a lot.
James, I want to thank you so much for coming on today with us again. That was an absolute blast. And guys, if you are not subscribed to James or following James on Twitter, go and remedy that right now. He's at James Koh. And if you are not subscribed to his YouTube channel, make sure you go subscribed over there. He's putting out tons of awesome content, actionable that you can work on, and fun if you just want to hang out and watch some guys hanging out talking football as well. That is James Koh on YouTube. Thank you so much, James. I really appreciate you taking the time today, even if you came.
Well, it was a lot of fun, man, and I'll say I honestly had no idea what the hell to expect. I didn't know how this was going to turn out, but golly, that was a lot of fun. Y'all are killing it with this thing. I dig it, man. I dig it a lot. It's good stuff.
We appreciate it, James. That's our
especially when you set the record for like highest score in our game. I'm sure you had a great time.
Is that true? Is that actually true?
This is a relatively new game, but yes, that is true.
Okay, I got you. See, on that second puzzle, I was determined to I already knew what the thing was, so I wanted to just completely bank it up. And so I'm a gambling man, guys. I'm a gambling man.
Hey, me too, James. Me too.
You know what I mean? Like when I go to Vegas, there's problems. Okay, I'm just saying.
For Vegas, right?
There's a word for
it. Yeah. It's like I'm the guy that bought GameStop and just I'm gonna keep holding on because let's go. Let's ride this thing.
I love it.
They're coming back.
Jay Wilson, what a show
great
and
time.
What a guest! All claps. And Anthony Leone says, "Can we get a Ric Flair woo?"
Woo!
Yes. That was perfect.
Freaking killed it.
We'll have to have you and Matt Harmon come on, and we'll all play against each other.
That would be awesome. Except we got to get the wide receiver questions out of there. If Matt Harmon,
I know.
Team, we are not putting the three of us against the two of you guys answering wide receivers. I'm not.
All kicker questions.
Up for it's all Clemson football questions, and then Dale and I will take you.
There you go.
On.
Perfect.
Okay, guys, I think that's it for us today. Like I said, make sure you're subscribed to James' YouTube channel. They're putting out awesome stuff over there.
Yeah, check it out.
And check out Reception Perception as well. If you haven't used it before, James is the co-founder of that with Matt Harmon, and it's an unreal resource for wide receiver information. It truly doesn't get better than Reception Perception. Guys, I think that is it for us today, though. Anything else?
Trading makes fantasy fun.
Trading does make fantasy fun. Guys, we're out of here. We'll be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern time playing some more games. Until then, adios, everybody.
Peace out.
Bye.